Okay, everyone, we are taking a first look at Real Myst Masterpiece Edition. Uh, this came out last week. We are playing on the Nintendo Switch. This was a review copy provided by the publisher. So much to get through on this one. If you don't know what Myst is, let's talk about Myst first. Myst was a game. Hold on, this is gonna make me deaf. Myst was a game that originally came out 93 or early 90s. It was a point and click graphical adventure game. When it came out, it was a smash success. It was like the best selling game until like the early 2000s. That's like it sold like 6-7 million copies. It was like a runaway success. Like it helped. It came on CD-ROM. It was PC only at that time. So it was one of those where like it had good audio, uh good graphics in the sense it was like still pictures, and it was like a classic point and click adventure game. Like people attribute like the CD-ROM accessory selling more because of this game alone. People attribute like casual gamers picking up PC gaming because of this game. So that's how popular it was back in the early 90s. There was like countless sequels. It was like Myst 2. They didn't call it Myst 2. They would call it something. It was like Myst 3, Myst 4, Myst 5. Um, so that's like what at its core, it was like a graphical adventure, but it was like a point and click adventure, where you use your mouse to point and like go through different still images and the world. Like there was, and then it spawned so many copycats, and it became a big thing in the 90s with CD-ROM games and point and click. It was, I remember playing loads that were like murder mysteries on trains and boats and stuff like that. Um, so eventually, Myst came got ported to all over the place. It got ported to like PlayStation, like everywhere because it was such a phenomenon, right? And phenomenon with like casual gamers or gamers that wasn't that your traditional style gamer, your shooter style gamer, moms and stuff like that. Um, so I first experienced Myst. I must have been in primary school. Um, I was in like a separate like one-on-one tutor class or something like that. I don't want to get into why because that's going to reveal personal information about me. I'm just saying maybe one day I'll tell you that story. Don't forget to hit the follow button. No, for whatever reason, I was in this class where, and in this class, this is where also where actually happened to have my first love of computers because in this class, early 90s, they had a computer in there, and I had never seen a computer before. Um, uh, well, like no, not like typewriters and like black and white screens and like actual like CD-ROM computer. And I remember first seeing Myst in that classroom. They also had like those education programs for kids with like cartoon drawn graphics of the early 90s CD-ROM based. So that's when my love of like Myst began. But I was so young back then, I couldn't really understand it because the puzzles are quite complex. And over the years, it became this talking thing of, everybody just knew about Myst, especially if he was a gamer back then. But I was never crazy into PC gaming, and I like later on, gaming became such a different thing. Like it went away from the whole point and click stuff and real time rendered graphics and everything. So like even though I loved it from afar as a kid, and I always held it in high regards in the series, I never went back and played it properly. Finally when I understood um, what was going on. Um, so yeah, that's like my background in Myst, and that's what like Myst was. So there was many like Myst 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So in early 2000, after they had done so many ports and stuff, in early 2000, what they did was they they did Myst Masterpiece Edition. What Myst Masterpiece Edition was, it was Myst but like remastered, because even in like the 90s, like compression and everything, like even compressing onto a CD-ROM, you would lose like color and everything. So they called it Myst Masterpiece Edition, and that was like the original 1993 Myst, and it was just like better colors and everything. So it was remastered properly. What they did that same year was very interesting. They released a game called realMyst, and that's what we're checking out here. What realMyst was, it was Myst reimagined, the first Myst game. They reimagined it with like polygon based graphics. So they like rendered a real rendered it in like 3D, I want to say, with polygon graphics, and they changed the way it played. Rather than being a point and click adventure, you actually had actual movement with WASD and mouse, so you could move around in the world. At the time when realMyst came out, it was like hard to run. Apparently, it ran very badly. It was low frame rate. The graphic cards couldn't keep up with the time, or if it was badly optimized. I'm not sure whichever way, but I remember that it just didn't run well. So that's what. So a lot of the like Myst gained a hardcore, crazy hardcore fan base because it's like atmosphere and everything. Once we get into it and past this screen, once I give you a bit of backstory, you'll sense the atmosphere. So that's what realMyst was. So a lot of the hardcore fans, they like didn't even class it as when the Myst collections came out and everything, and they never had realMyst in there because everybody said it was a bad port, and um nobody really liked it, and they said because it was polygon graphics, it took away from what the original was. In 2014, what they did was they remastered realMyst. It was realMyst Masterpiece Edition. Like, remember in the early 2000s where they did Myst, and they remastered it. Now they're basically made realMyst in 2000 or 2000. Now they in 2014 they remastered Myst, and that's basically what we're looking at here right now, which is now ported to the Nintendo Switch. Um, so that masterpiece edition of realMyst in 2014, they redid the polygon graphics. They used, I think, Unity. They transferred everything to Unity, so it ran better. All the polygons and everything. They redid it, updated it to modern gen graphics technology, lighting effects, and everything. Um, and they also did. I don't know how many people remember. Like Monkey Island. Remember like Monkey Island Anniversary Edition or whatever it was called? I got it on PS3 when that came out. They had like a classic mode, and like you can see it with the newer graphics. They added that to realMyst as well, where um you can see what the original game looked like, um or you can see what like it plays like in realMyst. Now the reason I bring that up, even though this is realMyst Masterpiece Edition, they haven't got that feature in here.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned.
We'll start from there. Let's go.
It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, the questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Yeah, so we'll start from there. So and then we'll play the game, and then because obviously we're playing it for a new audience now. If you're an old time gamer like me, you probably know what Myst is. But most people, I don't know if you've heard of this IP or the Myst games. So like now that it's coming to Switch, this might be like the first time you're experiencing it. But like the nearest example I can give is like how people refer to like walking simulators and stuff. Like like realMyst anyway. What they've done with this now, it kind of seems like that. Like you walk around and solve puzzles, basically. That's like the best way to describe it. But yeah, this is that game from 2014. The remaster of the remake of the first game. But it's kind of, so I was playing a little bit of this off stream. Even if you go to their website and everything, they're like, this is not your dad's Myst. This is a new version, whatever. But they called it Masterpiece Edition, and then they haven't got some of those features that they added in 2014. Now, I've got the Monkey Island collection, and I play it, and I don't go to the classic graphics often and the classic way of playing, but it's still nice to have them. Like, oh, what I like sometimes I'm like, what does this scene look like in the classic version? So yeah, and apparently some people are saying like some of the weather effects or the night and day or something was taken out as well. I'm not sure about that because I haven't played long enough, but I did hear that. So yeah, now basically it's like a full, obviously how real Myst was is the full polygon rendered 3D world that you move around in. Um, if we go to like options and stuff, is like there's a hint system, there's a save slot system, and in settings is just is is very sparse. Uh, that's all you got there basically. Let me turn that down a little bit as well because I think rotation speed is a little fast. And that's basically you have like obviously you're like, wait, this looks still kind of like the water looks still kind of good and everything. If this was 2014, right? They have supported the real Mist for a while because apparently it came out in 2014, 2015. They like redid the graphics and everything on it. So in 2015 they went back and like worked on it again. So like my hope is that like this just came out and they go back and add all these features in. Like I want to see, because I when I looked at this now, or I said, yo, can I get a review copy? I was like, oh, I would love to play the original Myst on Switch to see what it is, because that option to switch graphics and everything, that really interested me. And I know they probably thought, well, we'll bring this to the Switch because I'm sure like modern gamers probably never heard of this, so let's give them an experience of Myst, so most people won't miss that feature anyway, which is true. I understand that. um but it would be like nice to have it there, to be able, because at one point this game was laughed at because, oh wait, you didn't have a powerful enough PC to be able to play real Myst, and now we're playing it, you can play it handheld portably, so that's all the background about this. Yeah, so what is it? So they still got the, so you can't play it in classic mode, you can only play it in this like move around the world 3D mode. They still got like the mouse pointer there, and the mouse pointer is basically like you hover over stuff, and some stuff like you can click on. So any like you press R2 or Z or whatever they call it, um, and then after you press that, it like locks you onto an object. After it locks you onto an object, you use your right analog stick to like interact. And if I hold on to the trigger button and I press up and down, I can like interact with that switch. And then like that's how that's like the core gameplay mechanics. And you go around, you find clues, and then you use those clues to like interact with the world. So like a lot of those, like I know like a lot of point and click adventure games. So you see where it's like it's kind of point and click, but it's not really, right? Because they add, this is like from Real Mist, the new movement options they added. Um, but you gotta keep your eye out for like, does the pointer change? So does that mean you can interact with it? Because yeah, and again, because I was fondly aware of this as a child, and I literally haven't gone back to it since then. I think like in 2018 there was a new version that came to Green Man Gaming, GOG, or Good Old Gaming, sorry. There was a collection that came out in 2018, so it got a bit of press then. But yeah, I've never, even if I do remember any of the puzzle stuff, it was that I was like 10-year-old me, whatever, and I don't remember anything from this now. So, like the basic story and concept around Myst is you come to this island and there's somebody here and he has a book. That book allows you to traverse different periods in time, and then you got to basically solve puzzles to like understand the mystery behind that and the book and what's going on. I think that's like the, that's the short version, if I'm remembering correctly. Because again, I can't remember half of the stuff myself. So I've left for you a message of the utmost importance of utmost importance in our port chamber besides the dock. This is that you use clues like this. I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our four chamber besides the dock. So the dock was down there. Enter the, let's say, number of marker switches on the island into the imager to retrieve the message. Atras. So Atras was, if I remember correctly, Atras was the guy who wrote the book, hold the book. All right, so here's the dock. It says enter the number in the dock. And this is where I need Twitch chat, YouTube, Tommy. Because, yeah, I can't remember. Enter the number of markers. Oh, so there's literally a door there. I remember some stuff. Okay. That goes. So this is very like nightmarish. And if anybody who's watching this is not in the UK, Nightmare was a 90s TV show. I mean, probably right. I wonder where they got their inspirations from. But there's something just really like the atmosphere and the tone and like I love everything around this. Yeah, so I'm in one sense I'm so glad that this has come to consoles. I finally get to. Wait, what's that saying? "40 marker switch diagram 47 water turbine pool 67 settings dimensional imager." Oh. Wait, was that there first or just now? I have heard some complaints about this version that it's got some audio issues, like balancing issues. It's got some audio balancing issues. Like I said, because my hope is that it's kind of weird, right? Because I'm kind of biased covering this. Because in one sense, I want this game to do well because I want the whole Myst collection to come to Switch. So it'd be cool kind of playing this portably in bed, whatever. If this game does well, the rest of them will come, right? I'm kind of biased going into this, but at the same time, if this game does well, also you would hope that they would work on it to add those features that is missing from this version. Unless I'm missing it somewhere and somebody can explain to me, but I've had a look around and I don't see the graphic changing options. I could be totally wrong on this, but I don't see it. And then obviously if it does well, then they could continue to work on it because like they did with the PC version from 2014, the masterpiece, wait, what was I saying? The remaster of the remake that they worked on. But yeah, it is like around the edges and stuff. If you just look at the menu, it is kind of missing a lot of stuff though, if I'm like being honest. The settings is kind of sparse, menu system and all that is kind of sparse. No audio options. Like if people are saying that they're having issues with music can get a bit too loud, so you can't hear dialogue and stuff. There's no options there to adjust it, right? I wonder if it was that switch on the wall that triggered this then. "67 water turbine pool." All right, so let's try 40 and let's try 47. didn't mean to do that. If you hit left stick at any time, then it takes you out of the puzzle. You just gotta use right stick. Did that work, or did I accidentally press right stick again? But yeah, don't touch left stick or... I have... So yeah, you can kind of see now, right? Obviously, this isn't point and click anymore like the original was, but you can kind of see why in the 90s, right? I wish those features were here so I could show you why this helped push the CD-ROM format. While why this was like, now we say video mobile phone games have got casual gamers into gaming, whatever, whatever, whatever. This was the 90s version of, oh wait, this got casual gamers into gaming, you know. So enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager to retrieve the message. I've left for you a message of the utmost importance in the R4 chamber besides the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager. So marker switches, I'm assuming those are marker switches. That's 2 there, right? There's 1 there, 2, 3. I should probably take a walk around and show you everything first. There's like there's puzzles here. There's stuff I can click on here. Like a cabin there. We'll go down there in a second. Again, this is just like the first island. This ain't like even the world. There's like 5 or 6 worlds. This is just like the first island you come to. Then from here, this is like your hub island. We go here. There's like a puzzle here that you can move the time. I think there's a bridge that comes out here. I can't remember. So long ago. I don't want to turn on all these switches. Price wise, I think this is like $20, and this is on sale for the first week that it was released. So it was like 20% off. If you're UK, like if you're like, this is kind of Crystal Maze as well, right? If anyone remembers that TV show, but this is an American company, so you know how we say like Nightmare and all that stuff. I don't know if that is safe here, and like all puzzles lead on to another puzzle. Everything's like interconnected, obviously. Like, and they got a hint system, so if you get stuck, you can go in there. You go down here, there's a performance wise, at least like this first area seems like is running okay. I had to turn down the sense a bit. Diagram here, 88 power to ship 88 power to ship 88, so we gotta get it to 88 to get power to the ship. Buttons here you can click. Wait, it said to get power to the ship we need 88 on both sides, right? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how like modern gamers like some stuff isn't as intuitive as it would be, right? So I think to get this puzzle to reset, you literally have to walk out, then the puzzle resets. You see, if we're able to do one puzzle today. Oh, maybe I've got to like click off stuff. It's very interesting that they got the mouse pointer here, because obviously, if like in realMyst 2014, if you had both ways to play, the mouse pointer makes sense, right? But because they haven't added that to the Switch port, I wonder if it would have just been better to just go like to totally get rid of the point and click stuff. I don't know how to figure out that puzzle. Move on to the next room. All right, so there's nothing there. There's nothing there. What's in here? Oh, sorry, this was the. All right, we've been in there. There's like a boiler there. Like switches here. Doesn't seem like I can interact with anything here. A switch here. Yeah, this is like a very chilled back, solve puzzles, relax kind of, you know? It's got a very real like atmosphere about it. Like I'm sure this ship opens. What I remember from a kid was you have to power this ship up. There seems like there's like an electricity line running, which goes down to that generator, but we've got to turn the generator on. Some puzzle we've got to figure out to turn the generator on, and then when the generator is on, the ship powers up. Okay, so there's a ship there. One or two rooms here. Anything else we're missing? All right, so let's go in. Go in here. I know what this actually is, but this is like part of the. I think this is what you use to travel to. Like this is your hub island, right? I think this is what you use to travel, but I can't remember. I think this was a library. I think this was puzzle related. Yeah, everything was like book related because the story revolved around there's a book and whoever controls or owns the book kind of makes it so you can guess certain abilities or there. Who am I pursuing? Here's one of the first things. See how you can't hear the audio properly because it's not balanced properly?
I can't see.
I couldn't understand that. He said I can't see you. I don't know what you said after that. Chat goes, not being able to hear this guy's part of it, but I don't think to this extent, right? I can't remember, but I think it was you still understood it a little bit better, right? Like I know it was meant to be kind of hazy and and I know the effect they was going for, but literally I just heard 2 words from that. I'm not sure. I could be remembering that wrong, or it could be like that's the effect. Or it could be I'm spoiled, right? I just want good. Like I definitely understand that whole of let's add static to. Oh, I've got like a light button. I didn't realize that. Hold on, have we got controls? Nope, nothing for controls. All right, okay. Discovered something new. I think there was something similar here. This is like bring me.
Serious? Are you? See you. Cannot. Help me. Bring me blue pages.
Bring me blue pages.
Never, never. Just I must have the blue page.
I think so. It was 2 brothers that originally like made this game and like found the studio. Wasn't it right that was it? Are these the brothers, the IRL brothers that you know how Mortal Kombat style Ed Boon put his head into the toasty? I think the brothers did a bit of acting in this as well. I'm not sure if that's them. Maybe. Uh. Hey, that looks burnt. Any other books? I think they use the like you gotta find blue and red pages and then that pieces the story together. Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember if it was that fuzzy though. Oh wait. Okay, now that is gonna give us a big story dump. I mean, many dead ends. Uh. Oh, didn't mean to that. I think this starts to tell you about travel to different ages. Sorry, chat. We would go through this or YouTube, but this doesn't make for great video game content, right? But this is literally how you would figure out the puzzles. I wonder if there's anything in the other big books. Sun, moon? Reminds me of a certain country flag. Oh, that's rubbed out. Again, I would sit here and go for all that, but I'm just trying to show off what this is. I want to try to be very careful as well to see like how many puzzles we should solve and show off. Enough to obviously this game is all based on the puzzles. Uh Oh, claustrophobia. Wait, button here. Okay. See where literally there's like a puzzle, everything, and I'm just gonna show you this here. But if you do get stuck, right, you're not like very good at these type of games. Like this is like, there's each age, this is like different worlds you go to, and this is the island, and then you go here, and it can like give you hints. Even the hints, like the hint system is good. It doesn't like straight up just tell you what's going on. It like it gives you clues. It just doesn't give you the answers. Um, but like everything you should click on. Here's where it can get kind of difficult though. Like here's the prime example. I remember the mirror stuff in this room. So you click on these mirrors and stuff happens. If you literally didn't know, um, I'm just trying to think like how would you? Because like the mouse pointer icon doesn't change. I suppose the thumb the sorry yeah, the thumb going in kind of shows you that this is something I can interact with. So you just keep moving your mouse around to say, oh wait, did the thumb moved, so therefore I can interact there. Like that would be your, like in modern gaming sense, it would light up or something to make it easier. Some people prefer that, some people don't, but at least it's good to know. Yeah, there's like a puzzle in this room that is to do with if I remember correctly, it was based on the markers you light up. And you go up here. All very like I'm kind of glad in a sense that I haven't seen this since I was a kid, because at least I can come back in and like fresh and legitimately not know the answers, right? And play this from start to scratch again. But it's, even though this is realMyst, and at the time obviously everybody complained about performance and everything, so it took them out of it. But like with the music and the redone graphics and everything, it like still is definitely building that atmosphere, right? If I remember correctly, depending on how you move that, it's definitely puzzle related. October 11th, 1948. January 17th. November 19th. November 9791. Okay, that seems well into the future. (9791). Hold on. I wonder if that's 9791. Oh wait, maybe we enter these dates into October 11, 1984, 10:04 a.m. 1984. October 11th, 1984, 10:04. Alright, Twitch chat, I need you to remember that. October 11th, 1984, 10:04 a.m. I wonder if we can go to that dial. I got the date already. October 11th, 1984. 10:00 something. anything else in there. So you've got to re-click the mirror or to shut that. I think we're jumping ahead of ourselves. What we should do is, like, let's go on the first puzzle, right? It said count switches. So I'm assuming is referring to these switches. There's one here, like that first note, because we're jumping all over the place for puzzles. There's like one switch here. That's two. That's three. That's four. That's five. That's six down there. Wait, did I count that one? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. There's one there, 7. There's one here, 8. All right, so that's 8 switches, and the note said, something, something. The room in the docks. Count the switches. I left you a message of the utmost importance in our 4-chamber besides the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager. Retrieve the message. To the imager. So there's 8 switches, right? It could be talking about these switches though. Like these seem like switches. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is 8 of these as well? 8 of those, 8 of these. All right, so 8. Can I jump down here? Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the puzzle for this. Man, I hate when you move the left analog stick, it takes you out of the puzzle. I wish it didn't do that. Did that do anything? Like 10 switches there. Oh,
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Agony, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. Shouldn't have to use the books until I return.
here's the prime example where the music's too loud.
The tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly.
Yeah, I literally heard like half of that because the music was too loud. Can we play it again?
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly.
Tough
Something
for you
terrible
to
happened.
believe. Most of my books have been destroyed.
Books can be destroyed.
Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect agony, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well.
Okay, one
I
of our
should have
sons.
known better than to have left my library unchecked for so Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Oh god. All right, so I've taken the books and I've hidden them. If you forgot the tower, if you got something tower rotation, I think the tower rotation refers to that puzzle led us onto that puzzle that led us to like you said books and library, so I'm assuming is books and library related. So this was the library. He said if you forgot on tower rotation, and this was rotating the tower. Something I remember. Might be a little bit of spoiler for the puzzle. Uh, I wonder if I have to go turn on all the switches. That one's already on. You can up your movement speed in the menu if you think it's too slow moving. Turn that one on. That one on. Wait, they all seem to be on. That one we can't get to yet because of water. Is there anything else here? We probably have to find some time, right? And get the time, and then that opens a bridge or something. I've played Symphony of the Night. I know. Is there anything here? Okay. Don't know what's going on yet. Click some buttons. Should probably turn off. We can't interact with. Oh, and it's. Oh, is the fountain a representation of what's going on in the docks? It. Huh. What if that's a puzzle? Um. That's the 8 markers in the middle. That's the ship. That mean like that's the power station? That's the icon. That's the dock. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If this makes a difference. Think we've got to like power up the generator, it seems, right? Yeah, so it's like speaking a little bit more about the Myst history. I think like after like Myst, like the later Myst games, I think moved like this as well, like how real Myst moves. Like they got away from that still image point and click adventure stuff and more you move around, if I'm remembering correctly. Like again, I wasn't like a big PC gamer around that time. I started console gaming. I mean, I continued console gaming, but it was just one of those games that I always had a fond interest in, right? Is the tower moving or isn't it? This has got an icon of a book. This is an icon of a key. 724. 724. Oh wait, is that the safe code key? 724. 724. Hold on, that might be the safe. 724. 724. Come on, let me out, let me out. Seven two four. Yeah, if they had that feature that they added to Real Myst Masterpiece Edition, it would be nice to see what it actually looked like. Like the classic version looked like. That you can, again, this is on PC, so if you want that feature, like go play the PC version. 724. I thought I pointed toward there. Maybe I pointed toward here. Whatever building you're pointing to, it gives you some clue. 724. 724. Like some of this might be harder for you because ooh, 724. Let's go. Because like I remember one or two things from like my years of keeping an eye on this, whatever. Like, but that's where a hint system would probably help you. Oh, do I light the? Wait, what do I do with the matches? Like there's blatantly an arrow point. What? Set the cabin on fire. Oh, okay. I've got to light the match first. All right. Okay. Makes sense. She's gonna blow, Captain. Is there something I gotta keep? Alright, so that's increasing and lowering the flame. Let's turn this bad boy up to full. Also, this is not how gauges work. I'm just saying. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Other than door pushing me away? There's smoke coming out of this? Okay, so wherever we point the tower, it seems like it gives us a clue for the puzzle. All right, so boiler's on. Somebody put on the kettle. I need some tea. PG tips preferably. See where I thought I was pointing toward. I wonder if I go there now, it's gonna tell me what to do. All right, we'll do like one more quick up and down. I think that kind of gives you a good idea of what realMyst is. Again, this is not the 2000 and realMyst. This is the 2014 Masterpiece Edition, which has come to Switch, but hasn't got all the features. Kind of weird though that they have like they cut back some of the stuff. I'm not sure why. Wait, that didn't change this time? 724. I'm confused. Wait, why didn't it move this time? Maybe there's a button I didn't click? Yeah, we don't really get games like this. I don't know if Walking Simulator is used as a like to insult those type of games that we do get on PC like this now. I don't know. I definitely enjoy these slower type figure out the puzzle and find out what's going on, you know? Something you don't get much of anymore. I wonder, is there like a button I have to click? Oh, maybe I have to wait for it to go red? The line went red now and now? I could be totally barking up the wrong tree, but just one more try. Let's give this one more try and then let's see if that changed anything. Oh, okay. So the line has to go red for it to... I wonder if the slit is just to tell you, okay, this puzzle is related to that bit. And then the key, this is the key for that puzzle. 59 volts. Oh, okay, was it 59 volts is gonna activate it? All right, one more turn. All right, 59 volts. 59 volts. 59 volts will power the ship. Hold on. Come on. 59 volts. I wonder if now that we've turned on we've lit the boiler, if the generator room should be on now. I didn't go back and check. 59 volts. 59 volts. Come on. Or I forget. Memory like a fish. We don't have short memories that we've proven that goldfish, but you know, whatever. Saying still goes. 59, 59, 59. Open sesame. All right, come on. Ooh, 59. I feel like there should be way more brrrr or something going on, so I'm, like, missing something here? We've got it on. This doesn't seem on, right? I think there was a could be jumping ahead of puzzles. Pretty sure that ship opens. Mm. Oh, no, it worked. I'm a genius. I am so it's a piano here. Kinda like the Goonies. Okay, anyway. Well, that I mean, I feel like I don't wanna spoil any more puzzles. That should give you, like, a taste of what Myst and what real Myst was. Um, I mean, yeah, it's weird. Like when you haven't gone back to a game for a long time, in your memory, this is what it was like, right? But obviously, they've like remastered, remade this, whatever, with like modern graphic standards and everything. So uh, I would have to go back and look at those original versions to compare and contrast. But yeah, this still sets the atmosphere 100%. I'm enjoying this. I like this type of puzzle game, you know? Again, I could be a little bit biased because fond memories as a child and, you know, like that story I told at the beginning of was one of the first CD-ROM games seen in school and class. Uh, I've got a collection everywhere else. I it's weird. I don't really tell. I just make video game content. And if some people enjoy the video game, they can go buy it. That's up to them, right? I don't really tell people to go purchase a game or not. That's up to them. And um, but like this game does well, then maybe they bring the other missed games. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I know they did. Actually wasn't aware of this. Like in researching this game, because it's been a long time, so I can't remember everything. Like in 2018, they did a Kickstarter to like make another game that was in the spiritual successor to Myst that came out, and it was like it was a thing. We was covering video games in 2018. I didn't know about it. I didn't even know. I'll be honest with you. I did not even know this was dropping. Like even like the press sites and everything I follow to know what I'm going to cover. Like this just totally didn't. It was not on my radar. It was just somebody made a random comment to say that, oh, is that Myst port any good to Switch? And I was like, wait, what? Myst port coming to Switch? I don't know. Maybe that's a bit on them. They should like push up that marketing and stuff. Like people, obviously, like people got to be aware for them to know that this thing is coming, but like, yeah, it was totally not on my radar. But I'm like, seems to be playing well. I'm I'm totally enjoying this. I wish they would have added that. I can see what classic Myst would have looked like. But there you have it. That was a look at Real Myst Masterpiece Edition. Hope I'm getting that name correct. Keep in mind, this was a review copy provided by the publisher. We're playing on Nintendo Switch. Keep in mind, this will be going up as a highlight on Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're watching this. Don't forget to drop a like on that video if you did enjoy it. What is your fond memories of Myst? And hit that follow or subscribe button. Turn that notification bell on so you do know when new videos drop. Stream a couple of times a week over on Twitch. Got a Discord and Twitter where the community hang around. Come check us out. Come join in. Appreciate it.